I've both spoken and written about the nature of obesity as a really complicated and multifaceted disease that really is a complex interaction between three major factors. That is the environment in which we live, our genes, and our behaviors. However, the scientific literature makes it quite clear, and I've also noticed in practice, that there can be one major factor that can account for the progress or lack thereof in the great majority of individuals. And that is the fact that we all tend to underestimate the calories we eat or the amount of calories we eat and overestimate how much energy we use during exercise. One major study revealed that subjects underestimated their calorie intake by about 30 to 60% and overestimated their energy expenditure by around 50%. This led the researchers to conclude that the failure of some obese subjects to lose weight while eating a diet they reported as low in calories is actually due to an energy intake substantially higher than that was reported, in conjunction with an overestimation in physical activity, not due to any sort of abnormality in thermogenesis. And as this study shows, the errors tend to be exacerbated in overweight and obese subjects. So in short, the more overweight a person is, the more they were likely to underestimate their calorie intake. So this information really suggests that the claim that diets don't work or diets don't work for me or that a person maybe has tried everything are not necessarily accurate and that the issue might just be simple mathematics. Scientific and economic data from the London-based Behavioural Insights team points out that generally speaking, people tend to eat about 3,000 calories daily. Now, this is in contrast to the 2,000 daily calories that tends to be cited in official surveys. And when I say all of us do this, I really mean all of us. This study shows that even trained dietitians, although more accurate than a control group, tended to underreport calorie intake by a significant margin. So this suggests that the ability to estimate calorie intake or estimate energy expenditure really is a skill that can be learned and developed. So what can I do? Well, firstly, I'm not criticizing the inability to accurately estimate calorie intake. It's not some unforgivable character flaw. On the contrary, the fact that we all do it is evidence that it is simply difficult. I really want to emphasize that this information should not be in any way disheartening. It should be empowering, as it is likely your health and weight are more in your control than you think. You just have to simply get the numbers right. To help, you can start with the following. Firstly, figure out roughly how many calories you are using per day. Now, there are various calculators you can find for this online, for example, this one. Now, these won't be perfect, but they will be a really helpful start. Secondly, and really quite crucially, learn to read food nutritional labels. Now, this will help give you an accurate gauge of various food weights and the calorie content of foods you tend to eat regularly. Now, it might feel onerous at first, but I promise it will become increasingly intuitive. And thirdly, don't trust the burn. Anybody who knows me knows I love exercise, but really it is a masochistic way of losing weight. Our ability to burn calories is dwarfed by our ability to consume them. By all means, use exercise as a method of increasing your cardiovascular health, your muscular strength, you're improving your metabolic profile and increasing your bone density. But the reality is maintenance of a healthy weight and weight loss are achieved primarily through diet, namely consuming fewer calories than you expend. Don't forget, help is here if you need it. If you are struggling to lose weight, This is where a qualified nutritionist like myself can really help. I can do a breakdown of your current eating patterns and give you exact and accurate details of the type of calories you're currently consuming and provide an alternative of what will be optimal for you based on your unique physiology and goals. Good luck. Feed the life you want to lead. Bye.